Hello and welcome. The rain's certainly got something to say today, Jonathan.
Hello, yes, we'll have to put our raincoats and wellies on for this one, Rod.
Welcome to another live encounter from Wembley. We're going to see some rather rough weather for this match, Jonathan.
Hello, Rod. Yes, weather that rather reminds me of your son.
Hello, everyone. Well, I think we'll have to get the Factor 22 out today, Jonathan.
Hello, like you say, Rod, we'll need some shades, shorts and cold beers for this one, all right. Hello, fellow sports fans. With sun like this, we're in for a scorching match, Rod.
Yes, hello and welcome all you football fans. I think there's going to be some very damp shirts today, Jonathan.
Hello, everyone. Well, I see you got your best flowery shirt on today then, Rod.
Yes, hello and welcome. And I've even brought me parasol. You never know, Jonathan. Hello. An ever-present sun today, Jonathan.
Hello, Rod. Yes, I think today's referee will be rather hot and bothered.
Hello, sports fans. The teams have got a date with the sun today, Jonathan.
Yes, hello. Let's hope they don't get stood up at half-time then, Rod.
Hello. Well, the atmosphere's certainly hotting up around the stands for today's match, Jonathan.
Hello and welcome. Yes, Rod, it's pretty hot for England in November, I'd say.
A very excited crowd at the moment then, Jonathan.
That's the least to be said. I won't want to be standing at the bus stop at the end of this match, Rod.
What enthusiasm, Jonathan. What would a match be without supporters?
Well, roast beef without the Yorkshire, desert without camels, Rod.
Now, you wouldn't want turf like that in your back garden.
What a disgrace, Rod. You've got to ask yourself if the groundsman was a ploughman once.
Look at that beauty, Jonathan.
That's not grass, Rod. That's top-grade lush carpet. It'll be a closely scrutinised match then, Rod.
Indeed, yes, Jonathan. Mr. Watchman and Mr. Hawkeye are our officials for this long-awaited encounter. Today's officials are Mr. Blow, Mr. Magoo and Mr. Watchman. None of this would be possible without them, Jonathan.
Yes, you can't make chips without potatoes, Rod, and you can't have a football match without referees. Will the arrival of the three samba-dancing Brazilians at last boost this team's game? The answer in 90 minutes.
A team made up of 11 players, Jonathan?
Yes, Rod, tradition has been respected.
A team completely reshuffled by its new coach, Jonathan.
Yes, a coach bought for a fortune in Brazil, Rod.
Not one veteran in this team, Jonathan.
Oh, well, no. Someone's got to iron the kit, Rod.
Well, the players are saved by the half-time whistle, Jonathan. It's half-time, Jonathan. What can we say after 45 minutes play?
Well, we've had pleasant patterns woven, players fired up, a fair referee, a raucous crowd. Perfect recipe for a great match.
A lot of surprises in that first half, Jonathan.
And a good forecast from me for the second half. I hope we won't be disappointed.
First half over, and what about that for hors d'oeuvres then, Jonathan?
Forget the menu on the pitch, Rod. I want my half-time sandwiches.
A match full of suspense at half-time then, Jonathan.
At the break, they're playing well, despite that well-drilled defence.
We're off to a cracking start, Jonathan, with that first half.
Indeed, yes. Surely a match that'll be rerun time and time again in training.
Half-time? But what a half-hearted match.
Yes, Rod, and the posters promised us something spectacular.
Rather laborious players, Jonathan.
I think the coach must have left that magic envelope in the postbox, Rod. We were expecting a bit of a friendly, but we seem to have a right old Barney going on here.
Well, we're witnessing a game already won here at the break, Jonathan.
Yes, these guys didn't come for a day on the beach.
There wasn't much competition in that first half, Jonathan, was there?
Quite simply, Rod, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, we were expecting trench warfare, but it's turned out to be a bit of a Sunday stroll. Well, I don't know who's going to be able to put a stop to this first half slaughter, Jonathan.
Nor do I, Rod, apart from maybe the Terminator or Rambo.
If only there was but one half to a football match. Well, the match seems to be over, even though it's just half-time. Jonathan.
Don't jump the gun. You shouldn't count your cakes before they're cooked. Unbelievable score at half-time, and I wouldn't have bet my old teapot on that team, Rod.
Yes, but you've got to hand it to them. They really want to win. They're in the pole position for victory at the break, Jonathan.
Yes, But watch out for the tyre change at the pit stop.
You don't just have to know how to wear shorts to play football. You need to be able to kick the ball as well.
Half-time, but it's never all over till the fat lady sings. It only takes a second to score a goal. I don't need to tell you, Rod, a Tottenham fan, something like that.
Come on now, boys, keep it up. Only another 45 minutes before that soothing shower.
At the break then, and I'd like to remind the players concerned, the ball goes into the goal, not the photographers.
What suspense here at the half-time mark, Jonathan.
Yeah, you'd think the ghost of Alfred Hitchcock was haunting this stadium today.
And both teams still have got everything to play for at the interval. A draw as far as the result goes, but all the same, quite a spectacular game. I wonder what the second half will bring us, Jonathan.
Hey, I'm supposed to be fetching my wife from the hairdressers. She's going to have to take the bus home instead now. So who's to win? Who will lead the stadium with their heads held high? And who's going home lame with shame? Answer in 45 minutes, Rod. Ooh, watch out. The big guns are coming out now. Let's welcome the arrival of the defender's nightmare. None other than far post Freddy.
Ah, a change of player, Jonathan.
Yeah, that reminds me. I've got to change my car's exhaust pipe. The noise is driving the neighbours mad.
And it's all over! Another victory! Well done, lads!
The final whistle! What a shame! But playing against a team like that, you can't afford to stop and wave at your girlfriend in the stands. Hey, think about that one for next time.
A well-deserved victory, and certainly one we weren't expecting at this stage of the competition.
Listen to that crowd, Rod. They brought the house down for some great players. Well done.
What a finish! Great skill, great football, a great team, and a great day!
Surely followed by a great celebration, Rod!
A great victory that'll stay engraved in our minds, Jonathan.
Yes, Rod, and we'll be proud to say we were there instead of we should have been there.
A well-deserved victory, lads. We have just lived through a rare occasion.
Yes, today, it was the tops, the cream, the summit, the Everest, the Big Bang, pleasure and ecstasy. Really great football.
Oh, what a disappointing end, Jonathan.
Oh, Rod, all that action for nothing, all those miles run in vain, a total waste of energy. You're going to have to do better next time.
Well, I'm glad that's over, Jonathan.
Pitiful passes, tame tackles, short-sighted shots, hapless headers. Was it ever worth letting the crowd in? Or us, for that matter?
It makes you wonder what this team are doing here. Seems a bit fishy to me, Jonathan.
Right, Rod. The team's got no soul. It's in the wrong place to have a whale of a time.
Well, I don't think that there's another word in the dictionary that can describe this rather mediocre team, Jonathan.
Rod, they bring a new dimension to the meaning of the word mediocre.
And it's a draw. Well, that was the last thing we were expecting.
The game ends dead level. Everyone back to the changing rooms, Rod.
Yes, I'll bet there'll be a few words said after that game, Jonathan.
Well, it's finished a draw then. Perhaps now's the time to remember all those missed opportunities that could have tipped the balance of that match.
It ends in a draw.
Yeah. To think I missed EastEnders for this.
No winner, no loser, but an exciting match right up to the final whistle. This match is going to extra time then, Jonathan.
Yes, and I don't think anyone will complain. Oh, yeah, except maybe the players' wives. We're resorting to extra time then, Rod.
The electricity bill is going to be 30 minutes more expensive tonight. You've got it. Extra time.
I hope the fans have brought extra sandwiches with them. They're going to need them. We're heading for extra time.
Well, the pleasure prolonged. A bonus of 30 minutes. Jonathan?
Yes, indeed. Hopefully one of these two teams will snatch the winner before the game's over, Rod.
Just what everyone was dreading. The trauma of a penalty shootout.
Well, in the muck and mire of the trenches, it was the last straw. In football, it's penalties. The years pass, but tradition remains.
The strikers will be looking for their lucky shooting boots for this victory. It's penalty time.
The marksman takes his place. The keeper puts on his bulletproof vest, Rod.
What a shame these two talented teams have to decide the outcome of this match on the Russian roulette of penalties. But as we know, that's football.
At the end, the fair play approach of that team has brought a breath of fresh air to the tension of this match.
Well, this team has really shown how to thrill the public. That's what they came for, and that's what they got.
It's all over, but if we had to give this match marks out of 10, I'd give it 11. They proved to be really sporting players.
A team that have lived up to their reputation.
Always relaxed away from home.
A few angry moments quickly erased by the excellent technique of this team.
Oh, some fluent football. That's a team the coach can be mighty proud of. They've certainly charmed us today.
Well, Jonathan, if I was getting married this month, I'd have to ask this team to be my guard of honour.
We've had players of subtle skills and courageous commitment. A magical mix. I think we've just lived through a great sporting moment.
A weak team that must have got in the wrong division. Never again.
Football is the real loser from this match. A terrible team.
And there you have it. We hope you've enjoyed this match right up to the end. Until the next time.
OK, it's time for us to go. Join us again soon for another top match.
Over already. Well, I hope you've shared this great footballing moment with us. See you again soon.
Well, it's time to close the curtains now and shut up shop. See you again soon then for another match.
A solid defence, Jonathan.
Ooh, yes, Rod. That could have been really dangerous, you know.
A magnificent tackle. If in doubt, get it out. This may be the best defence of the season, Jonathan.
Yeah, another tigerish tackle that nicked the ball right out from under the feet of the attackers. Ooh, no question of getting past that defence. It's a real bodyguard for the keeper.
Yes, they've screened it away for a corner.
Good job that defender wasn't pulling his socks up just then, Rod.
That could easily have been a goal. Oh, that was a close one, Jonathan.
Yeah, Rod. Although the goalkeeper probably wouldn't agree.
Oh, that one was going in, Jonathan.
Yeah, but in this game of football, we have what's known as a goalkeeper, Rod.
Oh, what a save, Jonathan.
Yep, and when the jailbreak happens, there's only one guy left. The keeper. Corner, Rod.
Magnificent shot, deflected to a corner. Well, a goal just avoided, Jonathan.
Indeed, oh, but watch out! It's not over yet!
Oh, it's a corner. This keeper is an absolute stonewall, Jonathan.
Yes, but careful, Rod. Remember what happened to the Berlin Wall.
It's total panic in front of the goal, Jonathan. Corner! A deflected strike, Jonathan.
No arbitration needed on that strike. It's a corner.
Yet another ball that would have been in the net if it hadn't been for this great goalie.
The ball! The goal mouth, its destination! A goal to die for! But the keeper saw it coming. Oh, decidedly, Rod, a fast, fluent football festival.
Great move that finishes in a corner, Jonathan.
If you're watching this match and you want to see a corner, just follow this goalie. A rifle shot saved by the goalkeeper, and what a keeper!
And what a cracker of a shot, Jonathan. Well, he didn't have much choice under that pressure, Jonathan.
Indeed not.
Like a trapped beast, he'd claw anything away, and that's a corner.
You can understand the desperation of that move, standing all alone before that army of attackers.
A moment of panic in defence. What else could they do, Jonathan?
Nothing. Only the safety, the sanctuary of the dead ball line. Only the corner was left.
And we escape any way we can.
Well, now they're going to be bottled up from the corner. Has that player lost his bottle? Well, that play illustrates this team's lack of experience, Rod.
Yes, it does. A corner being the result.
I think we should ask ourselves whose side he's on after that desperate move. Corner!
Well, that defence was definitely a sign of the player's tiredness.
That was only to be expected. Absolutely all alone against the world, and he couldn't avoid a corner.
Oh, a strike from 35 yards. Completely missed.
Ha! That's what you call a long-sighted miss, Rod. That's mission impossible from that distance.
Yes, the further away you are, the smaller the goal gets. That is what we call perspective.
Hey, Why not have a shot from the changing room showers while you're at it?
No, mate. The ball's not remote controlled.
Here's another player who thinks he's the $6 million man.
Come on, mate. If you want to be sure it arrives in the goal box, you have to send it by express.
That's a hopelessly pretentious strike. Nice lad, though.
Another player who wants to make it into the Guinness Book of Records, Jonathan.
Another passenger for the Space Shuttle Discovery.
Just wide. Oh, what a shame. That move deserved better.
What a missed opportunity. The goal was yawning wide open.
Sorry, lads, but the goal doesn't get any bigger.
Too high! You get 3 points for that in rugby. In football, it's 3 minutes of jeering.
And he's missed! That player's as skillful with a ball as a sumo wrestler with a model aeroplane.
Well, that's proof that nice kit and the physique of a Chippendale don't necessarily mean a goal.
Another generous player who's decided to give the ball to the crowd. That's not the way to get goals scored, Jonathan.
We'll soon be seeing that strike again and it'll be all right on the night rod.
A great opportunity missed. You'd think he'd been paid to miss that goal.
If we had to give odds against him missing that one, it would be 5,000 to 1, Rod.
A case of the coach's instructions being well followed. Jonathan.
Yes, Rod. They've been told to pile on the pressure here.
Oh, that tackle was nearly a foul.
He didn't see it coming at all. Talk about a surprise present.
Just like an army of mosquitoes in the heart of the Amazon.
Ah, yes, Rod. But these attackers have lost their sting.
What a pressure on the defence, Jonathan.
Yeah, and that reminds me. I must check my car tyres sometime, Rob.
He didn't see the dead end sign, Jonathan.
That's the least we can say, Rod. Some of these guys need to resit their tests.
And it's in touch. Well, they're biting today.
Even with no bait, Rod.
Difficult for that player to do otherwise, Jonathan.
Yes, indeed. I think we can give him his life-saving award, though. Luckily, they're guardian angels here. That move could well have ended in the net. Throw in.
Oh, dear. That was the best thing to do to avoid disaster, Jonathan.
Oh, gung-ho. Out for a throw.
We don't call him the Rocket for nothing. He doesn't strike, he explodes, Jonathan.
I'll go further than that, Rod. He positively erupts.
A turbo-propelled clearance, Jonathan.
Yes, Rod. We may never see that ball again. Throw in. Oh, loads of welly. He must have eaten his 3 shredded wheats this morning, Rod. Throw in.
Will you look at that? With a goal kick like that, I wouldn't like to be that ball. He's kicked it into touch.
Oh, that'll come down with snow on it. Calm down, keeper. You're supposed to kick the ball out, not out of orbit.
This guy's certainly lost his bearings, Jonathan. Well, we often see beginners passing like that one, Jonathan.
Yeah, usually out of touch, and it goes into touch.
Oh, he's completely mistimed that one.
Definitely the easy ball is often the better ball. Oh, what a kick!
Great touch, Jonathan. We seem to have something of an inventor in our midst, Jonathan.
Yeah, Rod, the inventor of a new kind of pass that ends up in touch.
A pass that ends up on the sidelines, Jonathan. We came to see a football match, but we're witnessing a magic show.
Yeah, Rod, the kind of magic where the ball disappears out of play.
Oh, great touch.
Throw in. That player must want to say hello to his family in the stands, Rod.
Oh, what a bad pass, Jonathan.
You'd think he was pie-eyed, wouldn't you?
Misunderstanding along the whole line, Jonathan.
Come on, lads. Get yourselves together.
A throw-in. Oh, his studs must have passed their sell-by date, Jonathan.
Yeah, just like in Formula 1. You need to know when to make a pit stop.
Too much haste in that move, Jonathan. It's finished in touch.
You know, Rod, you can't win matches with nervous patches.
Throw in. He really should pay a visit to his optician.
Ooh, that player has no self-control.
Pearce, Jonathan. Total panic.
If he cooks as badly as he plays football, Rod, I wouldn't want to be invited round for dinner.
Nor me, Jonathan.
And that's another move that won't be remembered in the history books, Rod.
Another throw-in. Well, this game is turning into basketball.
He's completely missed it. Well, it's a long time since we've seen such bad ball control, Jonathan.
To tell you the truth, Rod, I think it was before I was born.
Isn't he the one we call the General, Jonathan?
Usually, but on that sort of form, he should be court-martialed. Throw in.
Call that a pass. That's more of a conversion. And the ball goes into touch.
Well, if there were Oscars for the worst ball control, he's just won one. Dear, oh dear. Well, right intention, just a shame. Wrong execution, Rod.
Throw in. Oh, there was no magic in that move, Jonathan.
Magic? That was tragic. So on comes the magic sponge then. Nothing serious for this player. He'll soon be on his feet again. The physios always do their job so quickly and efficiently.
Yes, we've got to take our hats off to these guys. Another solid defensive tackle, Jonathan.
Yeah, team well marshalled at the back. They simply don't leave any chances for the opposition. The referee hasn't whistled. Good tackle. That'll be a throw in.
He was off like a mugger, Jonathan.
Yes, and was arrested as the suspect, Rod.
A real pit bull, this defender, Jonathan. Throw in.
Hold on, boy. You won't get past that one. That's the Great Wall of China, that is. And it's a throw in.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. A tackle a la Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jonathan. Well, that ball isn't man's best friend, Jonathan.
Yes, and that's the proof of the pudding, Rod. That rather acrobatic tackle was straight out of the circus. Spectacular tackle, Rod, but totally legal.
Yes, and now to the throw-in. I'd stay off the grass if I was you, young man.
That's what happens when you don't respect the rules. Throw in. Oh, he's down in the box, a foul in the area, and you know what the punishment will be? The ultimate penalty. That's not very pretty. A foul, of course it is. And once again, it's the keeper who's gonna be on the spot.
Penalty, Jonathan!
Yes, a free shot at the goal now, Rod.
A case of brutality in the penalty area. Time to pay the price.
Oh, what's he given? My first is something you write with. My second is Capone. And my last is a Kappa. My whole, the price to be paid.
Penalty!
He's mugged him in the box. There's no getting out of that one. Penalty! Oh, it's a penalty! Never in the history of football has so much been owed to so few.
Now it's all down to the goalie.
Well, here's a keeper who'd rather be thrown to the lions at this moment in time, I should think.
And he's given a penalty. Well, never in my book. He went clearly for the ball.
Rod, if he did that sort of thing on the street, he'd be nicked. Has to be. It is a penalty. Oh, what big feet you have.
All the better to kick you up in the air with, my young lad. Free kick, Jonathan.
Yes, but there's absolutely no danger here at all. The referee's whistle, we didn't see a thing. Free kick.
This free kick won't change the course of this match, Jonathan.
Oh, free kick. That's a stupid foul, Rod.
A free kick miles from the goal, Jonathan.
God, that referee. Is the microphone on? He is absolutely blind as a bat.
That's a free kick. He was lucky not to get a yellow card.
A free kick there, and maybe a yellow card.
The whistle goes. It's a free kick. These players are very hyped up, Jonathan.
Yes, they must have had words, you know, before the match. Ooh, this match is very, very tense, my friend.
Foul! That's a free kick.
That foul was very quickly spotted by the referee, Rod.
The sound of the whistle, Jonathan.
Yes, everyone heard that one.
Great dive by this player, Jonathan.
Yeah, and not in vain, look. It's a free kick.
Oh, that was nasty, Jonathan.
Whew, I'd rather be up here, I'll tell you, than down in the thick of that.
Don't worry, it's not stop and search, it's only a free kick.
Now, in the land of football, the free kick is a golden opportunity.
And I think we're going to get a lot of stoppages. Free kick.
Oh, what's the decision here, ref?
A free kick.
Oh, watch out! It's that sort of move that can turn a match around!
Yes, a very dangerous free kick. Well, we can see the fear in the player's eyes, Jonathan.
Yeah, a well-guarded free kick.
Yes, referee, a good decision. An obvious free kick, and it's not going to help matters for this young team.
The keeper needs to be extra careful here. That free kick is very dangerously situated.
The keeper puts his wall in place. This free kick may well end up a goal.
Oh, you can't be better placed than that.
The whole defence is on the lookout, Jonathan. A dangerous-looking free kick. A penalty just avoided, Jonathan.
Oh, a few inches more, and it would have been a penalty. Oh, look at this. The The supporters are trembling in the stands. This is a very threatening set piece.
Watch out for the curler. This one is a specialist.
The referee is trigger happy tonight.
An obvious foul, Jonathan.
Rewarded as it should be. A yellow card for that undisciplined player. If you forget the football and start boxing, you end up with problems. Yellow card.
He was looking for that one. A well-deserved yellow card.
Yes, this was bound to happen to this player at one time or another. A present from the referee, and it's a yellow card.
That's the ref's calling card, and it's yellow.
Another card for his collection here, Rod.
Yes, a yellow one.
Nothing escapes this referee. Unfortunately for this player, it's the yellow card.
Oh, an unfortunate yellow card, Jonathan.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you try to be Rambo, Rod.
Well, I think it must be his birthday today. Yellow card.
Well, like Clint Eastwood in Pale Rider, the referee here's quick on the draw. It's the red card for this baddie.
Yes, it's the long arm of the law in this sport.
You can't ever skip a red light, lad. The referee's here to remind you of that. Red card.
One player less, Jonathan, and that will not help this already struggling team.
Well, the referee's reaching for his top pocket for this player here. It's an early bath. Red card!
A gift this player would well like to refuse, but nothing is going to change the referee's mind. It's the dreaded red, and he is dead.
This player's not getting up. He's absolutely Elvised, all shook up. Nothing serious, I hope.
The physios are running on. A bit of magic spray, and I'm sure he'll be up again in a few seconds. An unlucky injury for this player, who's only just recovered from the last one. Jonathan?
Yeah, the football gods haven't been watching over him recently.
This player took a nasty kick, Jonathan. We're waiting for the physios.
Oh, a collision there. Let's wait for the physios to assess that damage.
A strike that went undetected by the radar, Jonathan!
An extraordinary goal!
A strike that set the grass on fire and which finished its run right in the net! Goal! And what a goal! A low shot! The keeper didn't even see it coming!
Oh, that's an absolute missile! An exocet, Rod! That's a goal!
A goal! Just the way we like them!
Yes, precise! Powerful! Potted! Beautiful! What more could we ask for?
Goal! Even if the keeper was as quick as a bullet, he wouldn't have been able to stop that low flyer.
Goal! It's in! The keeper can't blame himself. There's nothing would have stopped that cannonball.
A real daisy cutter, that goal, Jonathan.
Oh, yes, Rod. The lawnmower man's certainly living up to his reputation. An unstoppable strike. Skim the surface of the grass. Magnificent goal.
A perfect strike. Low to the ground, just like in training.
Oh, that's a magnificent goal. Right in the corner of the net.
Extraordinary. A goal straight out of the textbook. A marvellous goal, but not everyone's happy about that one, Jonathan.
No, Rod. That family of spiders living in the corner of the goal are going to have to move house.
What a goal! A real masterpiece, Jonathan.
You're telling me that goal deserves a picture in the National Gallery?
The keeper couldn't do a thing, Jonathan.
Oh, yes, Rod. That ball lodged itself right in the top corner. Goal! Fantastic! Right in the top corner. That player's got gold in them thar feet. Goal! It's in! A strike right in the top corner. The keeper didn't even see it coming. Goal! All alone! But the defence and the keeper couldn't do a thing about it.
A cannonball aimed precisely into the top corner. Oh, beautiful goal. Another fantastic goal that will stay long in the minds of these supporters.
Oh, that one came from miles out. Goal! Goal!
Well, he took his chances, and he did well. He scored. scored!
The keeper doesn't understand what's happened to him. It's a goal! Oh, what a goal of that! Shot from that distance!
This one's got boosters in the soles of his boots! What a goal!
The ball's soaring into flight, and it's nesting in the net! That's a marvellous goal!
Goal! A goal that's gonna make NASA engineers green with envy!
Oh, this ball should be suffering from jet lag! It came from so very, very far away! Goal!
A strike from miles away that took the whole defence completely by surprise, and the goalie too. Goal!
That ball came from outer space and just landed in the net. Oh, what a goal!
An undetected meteor has just crashed into the net.
Goal! Goal! It's in! What a heck of a header!
A fantastic header that propelled the ball into the depths of the net. Goal! A magnificent header, Jonathan.
And it's led to a superb goal. What a super header! Bounced off his bonce. Bong! Goal!
Goal! An unstoppable header.
Oh, that's a great header! And the ball's right in the back of the net!
Oh, what a goal! The crowd roars with delight. Thank you, lads, thank you. You are showing us some great football today.
Oh, he jumped like a leaping salmon there. That's an absolute stunner.
Header and a goal. Well, the keeper just couldn't do a thing, Jonathan.
Oh, not with a header like that. What could he do, Rod? Goal!
Great volley, but not unexpected from this player, Jonathan.
Certainly the man of the match. That was a venomous volley. Magnificent goal. Yes! Oh, we'd like to see volleys like that more often. So rare, so precious. It's in! A well-adjusted volley that finished its trajectory in the net. The perfect goal. Oh, he took the ball as it came, attempted a strike from Never Never Land, did so well. That was a magnificent shot. Well, he must be walking on air after a goal like that. A goal from a volley is heaven for any player. That's a volley and a goal! Oh, there's an occasional great moment in a commentator's life, and this is one of them. A goal! Delicious! Delight! Delivered doom for the keeper. A slide rule pass, precise to the very millimetre for that crushing volley. Oh, goal! Extraordinary goal! One that'll have to be featured in the 100 Best Goals video. The tricky twosome together again. That works. Brilliant. Goal! Oh, the deadly duo have again worked miracles. Goal! The perfect cross for a header. An unstoppable goal. A great combination there. It pierced the goalkeeper's concrete bunker. They've worked on that one so many times in training. The cross, the header. Nothing more to say. Yes, it was the right cross at the right time, and these two know each other inside out and upside down. Well, he answered the call for the ball. He took his time to place the ball for the scorer's head, and it's a goal! What great action! Another super goal from a header. Oh, it's like Christmas Day here. Present from the winger. He's unwrapped it. Goal! The ball played straight to his head. Hats off! It's in! Oh, we knew that corner was going to be dangerous, and we weren't wrong-footed like those defenders. Well, he managed to find a flaw in that so well-marshalled defence. Absolutely sensational goal. Oh, he seems to have springs in his feet. He rose up high above the rest of them. Goal! You can never fear a corner enough. The proof is right there in front of us. Oh, goal! Oh, what a corner! And what a header! It's a brilliantly taken corner. Yes, it's a goal! Straight from the header. The corner comes in. It's a header. It's in the net! The goalkeeper saw it coming, but he couldn't do anything about it. The ball catapulted straight in from that thumping header. It's a goal! The keeper hesitated to come out. A shame he didn't. The ball's now nestling in the back of the net, and his eyes are only good to cry with. The defence all over the place, and that allowed the scorer to find that little pathway through for his goal without any problem whatsoever. There's the corner. Oh, what a volley! A belter! Exceptional goal! Well, he took it as it came without asking any questions. The Spanish Inquisition couldn't say the same. The defence couldn't do a thing about that excellent volley. It's a goal! It's in the net! Oh, what colour there! He took that volley at lightning speed, and the keeper couldn't stop the rasper bulging the net. Oh, isn't it always like it? Just when you're least expecting it, the ball hits the back of the net. What a volley! The keeper sensed the danger, but his defence simply didn't listen, and the result was that great volley, and what a magnificent goal! Even with two keepers, that ball would have made it to the back of the net. A volley superbly taken turns into a net buster. That keeper simply doesn't know what's happening to him. It's not surprising. After such a volley, what a great strike! Scattered defence! Badly placed keeper, well struck volley, the perfect recipe. Goal! Oh, what a goal! The crowd roars with delight. Thank you very much, lads. You're showing us some great football today. Oh, simply classic. The keeper went one way and the ball went the other. Such a simple shot, but the keeper couldn't stop it. He's wrong-footed, the keeper, and there the ball finds its place, nestling in the back of the old onion bag. That's in. Oh, that penalty scored with no problem whatsoever. Oh, great goal, scored from a quick and very, very precise shot. Oh, what a goal. Absolutely excellent. You can understand the keeper's confusion there. That's a bending bamboozler that's lodged itself into the corner of the goal. Unstoppable. Gary Lineker would have been proud of that one, Rod. Oh, and Rod, did you know the scorer's great-great-great-grandmother's maiden name was Wilson? Her husband was a baker. Their donkey was called Neddy. Their house was called Furtops. They lived way out in the country, 13.7 miles from the nearest football ground. A powerful free kick. It's pierced the wall as well as the keeper. Superb! It's in! The gunner has struck again! Boom! Boom! Goal! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! Better off not being in the path of that missile sent to explode the net.
I think we've got Superman here with us today. Super free kick! Superbly placed, a super goal!
A free kick of finesse and flair. It surprised the keeper, who was surely waiting for the power strike. Goal!
That is what you call a scorcher, Jonathan.
They'll need a new net after that one, Rod. That's in. Goal. His foot didn't even tremble.
A shot that didn't leave the keeper a chance.
The keeper perfectly wrong-footed. Next one up.
The keeper didn't even move.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
The pressure didn't even get to him. Penalty scored.
Rod, what are you doing? What are you doing? Put the whiskey bottle down. Keep your eyes on the penalty box, man.
And it's not love between the keeper and that ball.
Despite the huge tension, he's managed to get the ball into the back of the net.
Super! It's in the net.
Yes, it's in. That was close.
Well, the poor keeper is going to remember this day.
Oh, well played. That's gone in.
Oh, what a shot! Unstoppable.
This youngster has got loads of guts.
Well, you can open your eyes. All went well.
Oh, the keeper may have stopped that one if it hadn't have been for a few inches.
The whole stadium was holding its breath, but it's in.
Suspense right up until the end.
Oh, it just sneaked in. He can thank God for that one. Oh, what a mistake. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
The other way! Not there! Oh, no! Terrible mistake for that player.
Oh, what a mistake! He had another player with no sense of direction, Jonathan. He scored against his own team.
Oh, that one's really desperate to score a goal.
Great goal. Superb. Historic. But against his own team. I think I'll invite that new player round for dinner tonight.
Yeah, I'll have some of that. Nice legs. Shame about the feathers. Hey, Rod, what were you just crowing about? Oops, too late. Someone's got there before you.
Hey, what's going on? I didn't realise this was a pop concert.
Exactly. Who's zooming who? And look at that hound dog.
1 down, 9 to go.
10 green bottles hanging on the wall. And if 1 green bottle should...
Well, he wanted the snapshot, but all he got was the mugshot.
Oh, my God, he's swallowed the pea!
What a scintillating save!
Oh, fingertips of magic!
Oh, the saviour!
Has he got magnets in his gloves or what?
The keeper's leading a charmed life,
Saved by the hand of fate!
and the keeper saved it!
Oh, what reflexes!
How did he keep that one out?
Oh, hands across the sea of fortune!